Hi, welcome to today's Piece of Peace. A little bit different background today. It's Labor Day weekend and we are up at a friend's property and we are thoroughly enjoying nature. So coming out this morning to come up with gratitudes really was not a difficult thing at all. But you might hear a little bit more in the background than typically before. So the backdrop is a bunch of birch and poplar and oak and maple, and it's so pretty up here. Northern Minnesota area. Today I woke up, it was like 40 some degrees, literally 40 some degrees. And I'm like, thank you for the furnace in our camper. That's what I had gratitude for. And I got to worship him in the open air today, brought my guitar outside and just started to worship him. The first morning at this sweet little camp I was so grateful for, the nature and the beauty all around me, the prophetic worship song that he gave, and warm coffee with coconut creamer. It's always one of my faves. The breeze through the trees, there's something about that sound that's just amazing to me. And all the birch and poplars and oaks and maples, it's really beautiful up here. And the quiet, like being in the city of Minneapolis and coming up to something more serene and quiet is just an incredible, beautiful thing. Working from the camper, and my husband too, as he's working in here, and then just for our two friends who own this property, who we love so much, having time with them has just been a beautiful gratitude. Sad and thankfulness most of the morning. And it opened up devotion today, and we're going to be in Colossians 4, 2 through 6. So I'll jump right in here. It says, devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful, and pray for us too, that God may open a door for our message so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains, Paul says. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly, as I should. Be wise in the way you act towards outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. There's seasons throughout my life where God has made me incredibly bold, talking about Jesus and the things that we have to offer, or he has to offer. And when I think about those incredible times where I'd be in a restaurant and he'd say, go talk to this person, or I'd be out in public and he'd prompt me to talk to the person. It would be exactly what he wanted at that time and where their hearts were. And it was incredible to watch him move me and watch his words minister to these people's hearts and bring life change to them. And as someone did to me when I first came to know Christ, they brought life change as they told me about their stories. The author of this particular devotion, we're reading out of Our Daily Bread, which you can download the app or order this booklet online. But the author is Arthur Jackson, and he titles it Speak Up. It says, Brittany exclaimed to her co-worker at the restaurant, there's that man! There's that man! And she said she was referring to Melvin, who first encountered her under different circumstances. While he was tending to the lawn of his church, the Spirit prompted him to start a conversation with a woman who appeared to be a prostitute. Her reply when he invited her to church was, do you know what I do? They wouldn't want me there. As Melvin told her about the love of Jesus and assured her of his power to change her life, tears streamed down her face. Now, some weeks later, Brittany was working in a new environment, living proof of the power of Jesus to change lives. In the context of encouraging believers to be devout to prayer, the Apostle Paul made a twofold request. Pray for us, too, that God may open a door for our message so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly as I should. Have you prayed for opportunities to speak boldly and clearly for Jesus? What a fitting prayer. Such prayers can lead believers like Melvin to speak about him in unexpected places and to unexpected people. Speaking up for Jesus can seem uncomfortable, and it can. but the rewards changed lives. Have a way of compensating for our discomforts. The rewards of changed lives have a way of compensating for how uncomfortable or discomfort it is, how much discomfort it brings. As it did in my cases too. It was hard to go up to these people and say, "Hey, the Lord, I was sitting here praying and I feel like God has a word for you." And it was beautiful though, because then as I see their hearts and their dispositions change, it was just incredible. When did you share the love of Jesus with someone, even though it was unexpected and uncomfortable? What role does prayer play in our preparation to boldly speak up for Him? And her prayer, or Arthur's prayer, was this: Jesus, help me to see opportunities to step through the doors you open to speak boldly and clearly about you. Someone's life would change if you do, and even your own. That brings us into Jesus Calling, which is Sarah Young's book. You can download her app. You can order her book online. She writes from the perspective of Jesus talking to us. And it says today, "In closeness to me you are safe. In the intimacy of my presence you are energized. No matter where you are in the world, you know you belong when you sense my nearness. Ever since the fall, man has experienced a gaping emptiness that only my presence can fill. I designed you for close communication with your Creator. How I enjoy walking in the garden with Adam and Eve before the evil one deceived them. When you commune with me in the garden of your heart, both you and I are blessed. This is my way of living in the world through you. Together we will push back the darkness, for I am the light of the world." And that is today's piece of peace. God bless you.